Hey guys, Jennifer here. I'm here to share with you my first guest design team project for the month of September for Scrapbooking with me. And I created this configuration box little stand here. If you would like to see what I received in my design team package, I do have a video earlier today that has all of the items that I used. In addition to the items from the design team package, I also used these Tim Holtz finials. That's what I use on the top and the bottom of this as the stand, and then I also use these configuration boxes. 4 come in a set, so I could make another smaller one, or what I was thinking about using these for is some Christmas ornaments. So that's what I used here, and I have a process video after this portion of this video that will show you exactly how I put this together. But I did use I used some paint to cover the finials and the alteration boxes, as well as on the side here I have some stencils with some crackle paste. And I used all of the ephemera that I cut out, and the flowers, the 49 Market flowers, and this really pretty cottage life paper, and all of the cutouts and embellishments. I also used these layered die cut embellishments that are made from acetate, and that's also in my design team package video. I did layer a few of the acetate pieces in here, so that was awesome. And what I like about it is that they're already dimensional, so when you put that in here, it you know, gives some dimension to the configuration box. So it is a little bit difficult to film because it is a tall object. But I wanted you to see how cute it looks. I will have some pictures showing how it looks. So in addition to the ephemera and everything, I used the Prima IOD molds that I did get from the boutique. And I think this looks really awesome on there. I added this one, and then I used one of the die cuts on top here. And then I added some flowers on the sides here, just a few, and then this layered flower, and you'll see all or most of that in the process video. So I also wanted to mention that you can get a 10% discount code for scrapbookingwithme.com if you use JS10 as your code, and you'll get 10% off. So that is good for the month of September. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that you will go check out the Facebook boutique and the .com store, and I will leave all the information below. Take care and enjoy the process video. Hi guys. Okay, so here we go. I am starting on this project. These are the configuration boxes that I altered. I'm using this Heidi Swap paint set that I had gotten from the boutique many moons ago, and I just hadn't used it yet, and I thought this was the perfect rustic type of project that I could use these paints on. So I am going to go ahead and do that. I'm just painting the gray first. I kind of read the directions before I started. It's just kind of like a basically whitewashing the white over the gray is what it ends up being, but it's a really pretty gray color. It's almost like a taupe, so it's so pretty. I love that color combination. In fact, I want to do it, you know, one of my dressers in that. Just haven't gotten around to it, but I love those colors together. It looks rustic, and then when you add this shabby, it just is such a pretty combination. This Cottage Life line is actually really pretty. As I started to work with it, I really enjoyed the look of it, and it goes really well with this rustic gray with the whitewash over top of it. So it's really easy to use these paints, and I was just kind of seeing if I liked the brush or the sponge better, and the sponge worked better to cover, and then the brush was good to, you know, drag the white across the top of it. So I'm just continuing to paint the box, and that is all I'm really doing here. You can kind of see how the lighting is a little bit different. I did get new lighting. So at the beginning of the video, when I finished the project, I actually had really good lighting. I decided to go for the umbrella lighting, which I had gotten off of Amazon, and I really enjoy the lighting because I can film at night now, whereas before I could only film when it was super sunny, and that was really tough for me because I've been working a lot of overtime lately. So as you can see, I'm done with the painting, and I'm using this Tim Holtz stencil and a little bit of the texture paste, white crackle texture paste, which is my favorite. I just love the crackle effect. And I'm just kind of painting it, or I guess putting on different corners, not really worrying about being too precise here. But I wanted a little bit of that in every angle that you looked. So this is the Dot Fade Tim Holtz stencil. And Miss Edith, she carries a lot of the Tim Holtz stuff. So if there's something that you need or you're interested in, we can see if we can get it for you. Just let us know. So I'm using a palette knife, and these palette knives we also have in the shop. All the texture paste you can get. She usually keeps more of the newer stuff, but if there's something, you know, older that you would like for example, she used to carry these configuration boxes and the finials in the store. But once they get a little bit harder to get, you know, we just like to keep the newer stuff in there. So anyway, I'm just kind of covering all of the boxes. I don't know if you really need to see all of that, but it helps when you kind of see the entire process. I know I do like to see as much of the process as possible when I'm watching process videos. So it's a little tricky to get the narrow sides, but I did it. And here are the finials. It comes 4 to a package, and I'm using the larger set. And then I can save the other ones for when I do the Christmas ornaments or whatever else I decide to do with the other 2 configuration box pieces. And so then I had to paint these to match. I probably should have done that at the same time that I was painting the box, but I wasn't sure what I was going to use. And so I had to bust them out again. Super simple to paint these. And that taupe color is so pretty. Now here are the IOD molds that I used. And I actually used hot glue to, you know, to do the molds because I didn't have any clay. So that's another option. I do prefer the look of the clay, the paper clay, but that's what I had at the time, so I wanted to use them, and so I decided to use hot glue. So the paint still still covers up just fine over the hot glue. I did have to do, I think, a couple of coats, and then I'm gonna just kind of dry brush the white over the top, and that leaves the gray in the crevices, which looks really cool. I love the IOD molds. They are just so awesome. And I didn't dry it too much because obviously it's hot glue and it could melt. So I also wanted to add some of that crystal clear glitter by Papericious, and so I'm using some of the 3D matte gel over the top and pouring some of the glitter on there. You can find this also in the boutique. I'll leave the link below. I love this because it has different size glitter, it has some iridescence, and it also has the glitter shards, which are so beautiful. So you can really tell very well there, but it's super sparkly. So of course, even though it's rustic, I have to add glitter. So I just thought that added the prettiest touch to these little boxes. It totally brought them to a whole new level with those IOD molds. So I'm using the 3D matte gel to adhere the molds to the box. And I had to just place it in a certain area on there so that it would stick to the box without getting everywhere. It is really pouring right now. It is lightning, thundering, and raining really, really hard. So if that's, you can probably hear that in the background. So I kind of just layered a few pieces of the ephemera that I had cut out of the die cut sheet, and I'm just layering a bunch of different pieces together. Using my art glitter glue to attach it. That art glitter glue is so versatile. I really enjoy using that, and it's got the thin tip on the top. So I'm kind of trying to attach these flowers to make it look like they're coming out of the pot, and but then I realized I needed some dimension, so I used one of the 49 and Market flowers, and I thought that added the right touch. And now I'm going to add some glitter to the flowers. I'm adding the art glitter glue first. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the process. Take care, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.